Hey friends, I am back. I've missed you and please don't jump me. I know that it has been a long time, but life has been lifing. But you know what? Instead of me giving y'all a bunch of excuses, let's just get into this Cape Town video, okay? So, went to Cape Town for the weekend. This is a tour of the Airbnb. So, we actually stayed on Leewin Street, I believe that's the name of it, and it's like right in the center of the city, right in the city bowl. I am typically a Camp Bay, let me see the ocean kind of girly, but the last couple of times that I've been in Cape Town, I have stayed in the city. I actually stayed in this building as well in December. This unit was much nicer than mine. Um so I don't know. I just feel like I'm starting to find and understand the convenience of staying in the city and being able to like conveniently do everything that you want to do. I also appreciated the view. And you can like see vocab, I think, if you look to the left here. So yeah, beautiful, lovely accommodation. Then we decided to go have brunch and we ended up at a vegan spot, so we left pretty quickly. And I know y'all are probably thinking like, girl, who is we? Do you speak French now? And I will explain a little bit later in the video. So just watch it and just watch. So of course we left here pretty quickly. Like it was a nice view. It was a cute spot, but we wanted some like food. So of course we went to Camps Bay. Thank you. Okay, so after lunch at Bilboa, which is a part of the Cove Collection, if you haven't tried any of the restaurants, you totally should. We ended up going to Tiger's Milk to just have some shots. Now, quickly, let me give you the tea, so pay attention. Remember, I told y'all I got invited to Cape Town for a little, weekend date vibe. And so I decided to go. We like met a couple of years back and we finally decided to like hang out properly, spend some time with each other. And yeah, so this is a date just like any other date. Okay. I feel like I have everyone asking me like, who is this man? Who is this man? Even he asking me. And it's like, guys, just chill, just chill. We're having fun in Cape Town and seeing it through another person's eyes, which I feel like is the most interesting element of this trip. So pay attention.
Guys, I don't know what to say for myself. I was just trying to move some of the furniture around on the balcony or on the patio so that I could like make space for my yoga mat. There's a very small table there that I thought it was connected and it wasn't. I dropped the top glass part and it shattered all over. And I feel like the person that I'm with gonna be kind of mad. I don't know how it happened. But I'm going downstairs right now because I ordered a yoga mat on Uber Eats, because shout out to Uber Eats. Love that for me. So I'm about to order I ordered the yoga mat, I'm about to pick it up. I'm just really nervous. I can't believe I just broke this glass.
779. Thank you.
At least I got my yoga mat. I can't believe I did that. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I just be having like, I don't want to say blonde moments because people who have blonde hair, I don't want them to feel discriminated against, but I can't believe I just did this. This is crazy. But I got my yoga mat and I'm happy. I don't know why my eye is puffy like that. Because I just woke up maybe.
Look at this.
Like, I was just over here trying to move the stuff around so I could put a yoga mat out here. This is crazy. Oh, God. Yoga. My eye still looks weird. I finished yoga, so I'm waiting for I'm waiting for him to come back from the gym so that I can show him what I did. Look at this, and it's from this little thing. Pray for me, y'all. I feel like I need to rehearse what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, okay, so mistakes were made. I feel like, no, that's not good. I'm thinking like maybe we say, I feel like I should text him before he even get back. I need to text a warning like, hey, I had an accident, I'm okay, but I did break something. I do feel like that's too alarming and somebody wouldn't want to receive that on their way back. It's like, just let them get back and then tell them whenever they walk in the door. I don't know what to do. Freaking out. Freaking out.
we'll just give you an update. He was actually quite sweet. He was just concerned and wanted to make sure that I was okay. But he like brought the supplies and stuff and he cleaned it up. And yeah, he was very sweet about it. So points for him. But the way I was reacting in the moment, looking back, it was so scary. And I feel like, guys, that is childhood trauma. That's my grandma childhood trauma. Let's move on. So the first stop we made on our Saturday was obviously Neighbor Goods. So as I said previously, like this trip was about connecting with someone, but it was also about seeing one of my favorite cities through another traveler's eyes. So this is somebody who's not from South Africa. He is also an avid traveler and he's getting into travel content creation. And I got the chance to just kind of sit back and see how he would travel in Cape Town. He loves coming here. He comes all the time. So he decided that we should start our Saturday with Neighbor Goods. And I feel like if you tell me that's how we're starting our Saturday, honey, I'm happy with that. I feel like that's how I want to start my Saturdays in Joburg or Cape Town. But Cape Town particularly, it has a specific kind of vibe. And I feel like, you'll have like great music, great food, a lot of opportunity to buy cool things. So I feel like Neighbor Goods in Cape Town on a Saturday is like the best way to start your day. So as a traveler and a content person, I feel like he did very well on this one. Next up, we went to this film studio for a fashion show. The fashion show was an impromptu opportunity, but it was my first one in South Africa and I was like excited to go. So I feel like he definitely got points for this as a traveler and as a content creator, and just like as somebody hanging out. It was my first fashion show in SA, and it was pretty cool. It was like decent. I feel like a lot of the designers that we saw in this segment were designers that you can find in YDE, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was really hype on some of these because of the songs that they were playing. Like this segment in particular played Bodyguard by Beyonce from Cowboy Carter. And I was screaming like I knew the models. And my date definitely looked at me like, okay. I think I was pretty inebriated by this time. I feel like at this point it's probably like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. and I think we started at Neighbor Goods some hours before. But the fashion show was a lot of fun and we both enjoyed it. He is definitely into fashion. So, aside from us both enjoying it just for the show itself, I feel like it was nice to kind of like hang out with someone and see them enjoying something that they're like so interested in. So, that was cool. So, in between the models walking the runway, the actual venue had like different brands set up outside of the runway and it was like pretty cool. So I feel like the biggest contender was definitely Markham. So they had they had a huge section, right? And I believe that they're a men's clothing store in South Africa. Please disregard. So sometimes, guys, I just randomly make friends with people. So this woman was like, girl, come over here, let me take your pictures. And she was like telling me all this stuff to do. Please don't ask me where my date was at this time because I was in my own little world. Like I was not, I don't know what was happening. Anyway, back to it. So they had these displays set up. So this was Markham, like I said. They had a haircut station. Like they were giving out free haircuts. They were giving out espresso martini shots. They were literally like, that was fun. That's all I gotta say. Then we had to go eat. This was Husser, typical steakhouse vibe, a grill spot. Then we went to like where the old Cubana used to be in some like bars and we were like hanging out with his videographer and the family. Like we really was all one happy family. Let me just say Saturday, 10 out of 10 day. So now it's Sunday, we're changing Airbnbs, and this is the day when things get spooky because this is when those crazy winds started. I don't know if you guys remember in the news, but there were like accidents. Literally, there was no one on the street throughout the day because the winds were so heavy and so crazy. But you see where we are. You see where we ended up. Does it look like we scared of some wind? Does it? Okay, because we're at the Rands, baby. We came all the way to Khayelitsha for the Rands, okay? And again, this is a place that he suggested. It was already in his plans. So again, additional points for him because y'all know every time I go to Cape Town, I want to go to Rand's. That's my vibe. And I actually did not know that Kelvin Momo was doing a residency here, and I think this was his final weekend playing. And then you see here Mr. Taylor, like he is it Tela or Tel? I'm not even gonna try. Nonetheless, two great DJs. Of course, we had to get this Bry mix. And now a little bit more about the Rands. Because I feel like sometimes when I'm showing videos of different things in different places in South Africa, I don't really provide much context. And you know, just some random person might think that they could just roll up to Khayelitsha all willy-nilly, all dilly-dally. And I just want to make it very clear to you guys. Khayelitsha is a township in Cape Town. So if you're like in the city center where I was staying or closer to Camps Bay, I feel like the ride is like 30 to 40 minutes or something like that. And yeah, it is pretty far out. Sometimes Ubers do not want to take you there. It is a quite long like ride. And essentially like where I am from, it's the hood. So you just need to keep that in mind. Like you can't just be rolling up there by yourself late night, you know, like it is just, you know, keep your wits about you. I'm not saying that it's unsafe or anything like that. I actually love coming to Khayelitsha. I have a lot of friends who when they visit Cape Town, they go to the Rands like it's dope. I'm just saying. Just know where you're going if you're traveling to different places in general, not just Khayelitsha and not just South Africa. Like, just be smart about taking suggestions from people, actually doing a little more research on what exactly it is that you're going to be doing, the areas where you are going, and be respectful and don't be dumb. That's really what I got for you. And I'm gonna tell you that if you're going to SA or the US or Thailand. That's what you should do regardless. Okay, now a quick little story time for our time at the Rands this Sunday. So it was pretty packed by the time we got there. I feel like we had arrived maybe around 7 something, and we waited so late to go because we didn't think anyone would be there. We just thought everyone would be afraid of the winds. We were clearly wrong, and everyone felt the same way that we did. So shout out to South Africans. So when we got there, it was pretty packed. There was nowhere like really good for us to sit. So of course I walk up to a table with a few people at the table. I started talking to them and realized, of course, they're American. So, of course, by the time we were done introducing ourselves, we were sitting at their table. And I ended up learning that it was like one woman was celebrating her 50th birthday and she was there with a couple of friends. And so I started talking to like all of them and just telling them about my YouTube channel and like how long I've been in South Africa. And one of the guys, he is the one who put the full trip together. And he was just started telling me how, like, first he started asking me questions about moving to South Africa, which, you know, everyone asks me questions about that, asking what I do here. And then he ended up telling me his story and saying that like last year he beat cancer, and like after that happened, he knew that he just had to make it to South Africa. Like this was one of his dreams, and he was just so happy to like make it to SA, and like it's so good to meet me. Like I was just so moved by that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a real one, so I eat my Bry leftovers for breakfast every time. Like steak and eggs, me baby. We were back to these crazy winds. But it's still a really fun Monday because number one, I find out that one of my favorite people in the world is coming to Cape Town on this day in the evening for 24 hours. So I'm like, okay, I'm definitely staying over another day. So I'm not leaving until tomorrow now. Then also, with the videographer that I showed you previously in one of the clips, his name is Antonio, and he is actually doing a lot of content for the person that I'm hanging out with. He decided to put together a concept for the three of us to do a video together. So this was really, really fun. Like I've never done anything like this. So you guys will see that soon. And also I will add Antonio's information, his YouTube, onto this video as well. Like very cool, very dope to work with in Cape Town. All right, guys. About to get real. The cameras are about to start rolling.
You're gonna see a different Jasmine. It's not doing anything I thought it would, but it's fine.
So it is Monday evening. A friend is coming into town. So where are we taking him? We are taking him to Ayep. Y'all already know in South Africa it's Mokodu Mondays. So we knew that Ayep would be like a good place to go to hear a little bit of vibes, to get you some Mokodu and some traditional food. There it is, you see it. And we just thought this would be like a really cool, like, come after you've been on a plane for a while, after you've had some sleep, come here, have some dinner and vibe. This is literally like a childhood bestie kind of. Look at this fool, please. I just need y'all to see. Look at him. I had to mute this part of the video because I was laughing so hard, and the girls were just looking at him like, look at this idiot. Anyway, this is one of my best friends since we were literally babies, but in high school we were like super besties, and we were prom king and queen together. Then we went to Spelman and Morehouse together, and then to our surprise, look who the DJ is at Ayep. Like, it's Mr. Taylor, and I think I told y'all before that he loves this DJ, so he was really hyped that he got to see him 2 times in one weekend, and afterwards, like, he even took a picture with him. So this was a decent Monday evening as well.
Guys, look at my eye. I'm pretty sure I had an allergic reaction to something. My body, I have like spots. Yeah, you see those spots? It's some on my hand, on the other side of my arm. Look at that. I feel like maybe I was having a little too much fun this weekend in Cape Town, and so something had to bring me back down to reality. Like, that's why I'm looking like this. Like, look at my eye. It's been like that for a few days. Swollen, crazy. But nonetheless, your girl had a great weekend. Fantastic, spectacular. It is now Tuesday. I will be leaving. And yeah. Wow, this eye is crazy. It's giving DV, but that's nothing to joke about. But it's not, I swear. Having egghead for breakfast. I love this for breakfast because I love breakfast sandwiches. So I literally had it the other day. It's my last day in Cape Town, so I'm gonna have it as well. This is like a pork, sausage, and egg and cheese sandwich. Very excited. Look at her. Look at her go. Then, of course, I have chips with mine because I'm very American. So yeah, bon appetit.
Now, as we wrap this video up, I need you guys to bear with me because I know y'all was talking about me like a dog while y'all was waiting for this video because I took so long to upload it. But friends, cousins, remember that job interview that I went on a few videos back? Your girl got the job. Your girl got the job. So while he was off doing his errands, going to the gym, I had to jump on my Zoom. Okay, I had to start getting my life together because they wanted to fly me out to West Africa in the next few days. So that is what I've been doing since you last seen me. And I am just like preparing for this, trying to figure out what life is going to be. Okay. And this is like a short-term consultancy gig, so it's perfect for me. I'm so happy about it. I feel so blessed. And I'm now leaving Cape Town. He and I are saying our goodbyes. And I just had a fantastic weekend. Like, I spent the weekend with someone like really cool and special. I got to flex my content creation skills. I got to see my childhood bestie. And I got to get some great candy while I was at the airport. That's literally the way to my heart. Like, I had the most perfect weekend that you could ever think of. And then this was the sunset. As I was like leaving Cape Town. Like, what more could a girl ask for? So anyways, stay tuned for my next few videos. The next video will definitely be me taking you to travel with me as I start this new job. So exciting. Where do you think I'm going though? And don't answer if you follow me on those other social media outlets because y'all already know. Put in the comments where exactly you think I am going with this organization. And let me know what you thought about this Cape Town trip. Thank you. Love you. Mean it. Bye.